Today, Governor Phil Scott delivers his State of the State address as Vermont enters another year of pandemic-related uncertainty. And Local 22 State House reporter Devin Bates joins us now live from Montpelier with a look at not only Governor Scott's vision for 2022, but also reaction from top Democrats. Devin, what are they telling you?
Well, Mike, this is usually a speech that is delivered to a packed crowd in the House chambers behind me. Needless to say, that was not the case today. Governor Scott took to the podium next door at the Pavilion building, and when he did so, he gave an address focused on the future. It's been a long 21 months since Governor Phil Scott declared a state of emergency due to the spread of COVID-19. But in his State of the State address Wednesday afternoon, he said we're going to have to live with this virus and build back while we battle it.
Our success through the pandemic and the opportunity in front of us is thanks to the hundreds of thousands of Vermonters who stepped up. But there's more work to do. And it's going to take all of us recognizing that this moment is one of service.
The governor said one of Vermont's biggest challenges remains its dwindling workforce. During his 2020 address, he mentioned that only 3 of Vermont's 14 counties had added workers, while the other 11 had lost them. Since then, the problem has only gotten worse.
Unfortunately, today, all 14 have lost workers, even Chittenden, with Windsor, Windham, Caledonia, Bennington, Essex, and Rutland down 15% or more since their peak. Statewide, we've seen our workforce decrease by nearly 30,000 since 2010.
Governor Scott acknowledged that taking on the workforce issue is directly tied to other difficult endeavors like making housing more affordable, closing gaps in education, and adapting to a rapidly changing economy.
Each problem makes the others harder to solve, creating a vicious cycle that's been difficult to break.
In the face of all those challenges, however, the governor believes there's good news. Federal funding for infrastructure and stimulus money that can bring meaningful progress to issues that have plagued the state since well before the pandemic.
I'm more optimistic than I've ever been that this future is within our grasp. But we've got to work together so we don't squander this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to truly transform our state.
Now, directly following this address, we heard a response from Senate President Pro Tem Becca Balint and House Speaker Jill Krowinski. Here's what they had to say about the governor's speech and what they think this legislative session might bring.
And I agree with the governor that workforce is a central issue, and it's one part of a series of interconnected challenges facing all of us. We need real and sizable investments and much needed policy support in a bunch of areas.
And we must persevere to recover together and to create a Vermont that works for everyone. So what does that mean? That means we need to chart the course into a future that is more stable and equitable for all Vermonters.
Now, over the coming weeks, we will be getting into the specifics of Governor Scott's vision for 2022. That's because in 2 weeks' time, he will be giving his budget address and submitting his budget proposal to the Vermont legislature. Now, some of the things that we did hear today, he wants a tax relief package and also had a particular focus on investing money in housing and mental health. Live in Montpelier, Devin Bates, Local 22 News.
And